It is better to be unhappy and know the worst than to be happy in a fool's paradise. Fyodor Dostoevsky. Have you ever felt like something wasn't right, even when everyone around you told you to just be happy? Like deep down, there was a truth you couldn't ignore, no matter how comforting the lie seemed. There's a reason some of the wisest minds in history chose truth over comfort. Fyodor Dostoevsky said, "It is better to be unhappy and know the worst than to be happy in a fool's paradise." This isn't about choosing misery. It's about the kind of happiness that only comes when we're brave enough to face reality, no matter how painful. Because living in illusion feels safe until the truth hits. And when it does, it shatters everything. But when you already know the worst, nothing can destroy you. It is better to be unhappy and know the worst. Why would anyone choose unhappiness? Because real pain, when it's grounded in truth, is the beginning of strength. When you know the worst, you're no longer afraid of it. You've seen the darkness, and you've survived. But to be happy in a fool's paradise? What does that really mean? It's the kind of happiness that's built on lies, on pretending everything's okay when your marriage is falling apart, on ignoring your health until it becomes irreversible, on trusting someone who's already broken that trust a dozen times. This kind of happiness feels good until it doesn't, because it's not real, it's fragile, temporary. And when the truth finally breaks through, the fall is devastating. Dostoevsky wasn't glorifying sadness. He was warning us, don't sell your peace of mind for a fantasy. Face the truth, even if it hurts, because only then can you build something that lasts. Let's bring this idea to real life. Think about the person who finds out their partner has been unfaithful. At first, it shatters them. But as painful as the truth is, it's liberating. They stop living in the illusion that everything is okay. They cry, they grieve, and then they rebuild. Wiser, stronger, more aware of what they truly deserve. Now think about someone else. Someone who suspects the truth, but refuses to face it. They cling to the image of a perfect relationship. They smile in public, pretend, numb themselves with distractions. But deep down, something eats at them. That false happiness becomes a slow poison. Another example? Imagine a man who feels constant fatigue, chest pain, but he avoids the doctor. He tells himself, it's probably nothing. I don't want to worry. That's the fool's paradise. Because the truth he avoids might be the truth that could save his life. Dostoevsky's quote isn't about pessimism. It's about freedom through truth. Even if the truth brings pain, it also brings clarity. And clarity gives us the power to change, to grow, and to live intentionally. Now, pause for a second. Ask yourself, what truth are you avoiding today? Maybe it's a relationship that's no longer good for you. Maybe it's a habit that's silently destroying your health. Or maybe it's a dream you've been ignoring, because chasing it means risking failure. We all have our own fool's paradises, safe illusions that feel warm, but are built on denial. The longer you stay, the more you shrink your life to fit a lie. Facing the truth might hurt, but that pain is temporary. Denial, on the other hand, lasts forever, until reality forces its way in. And by then, it might be too late. This is your chance to stop pretending, to turn on the light, to take back your power. Truth is not the enemy. It's the door you've been afraid to open. But on the other side, freedom, peace, real joy. So what does Dostoevsky leave us with? Not despair, not cynicism, but something far deeper. The quiet courage to face life as it is, flawed, complex, and honest. It is better to be unhappy and know the worst, because from that place, you can rebuild, you can heal, you can choose truth over illusion, growth over comfort, freedom over fantasy. Don't be afraid of the truth, even if it shatters what you thought was happiness. The truth clears the fog. It wakes you up. And in that awakening, even pain becomes sacred, because it leads to something real. You deserve a life that's not just pleasant, but authentic. A joy that isn't borrowed from lies, but earned through courage. So today, if something inside you has been whispering, "This isn't right," listen. Honor that voice, because that voice is truth calling you home. Now I want to ask you something. What paradise have you been holding on to that deep down you know is false? Is it a relationship that looks perfect on the outside, but inside you're lonely? Is it a job, a lifestyle, a belief that gives you comfort? What steals your peace? It takes courage to walk away from illusions, but it takes even more courage to live in truth. To say, I'd rather feel the ache of what is real than be numbed by what is fake. Don't settle for shallow happiness. Dare to feel, to question, to see things as they are. Because once you do, you're free. Free to rebuild. Free to choose joy that isn't manufactured. Free to live wide awake, no matter how hard it is. And maybe, just maybe, that's where true peace begins.